say, Mom, that's not enough food for people. But people know what they're getting because you have communicated it to them, and you have to stick to your serving sizes or you can't make any money. Okay, so we have our smalls. I turn them sideways so I remember after I put the foil on them before I've labeled them. We have our halves. We have our fulls. We're going to cover those with cheese. I buy pre-shredded cheese in my grocery store. It is the same amount per pound as buying the other stuff. If you want to buy your cheese and shred it, you can. Now this called for 3.5 cups total for my 28 servings. So I'm going to start with 1/2 cup on the 6s, which doesn't look like it's going to be enough, but that's how we're going to start. And then 1/4 cup on the halves and 1/8 cup on the smalls. I'll probably end up going up to, I know, 3/4 cup on the halves, 1/2 cup, I'm messing it up, 3/4 cup on the full size, 1/2 cup on the half size, and 1/4 cup on the smalls. So that's what it looks like when it's finished. I did end up putting a little extra cheese on everybody's. There's a fine line between saving your ingredients and making things look full instead of chintzy. My people in the South love their cheese-covered goodness, so I have to make sure that that looks like they're getting their money's worth. I've covered all of these loosely with foil. I'll leave them just like that so that they can cool. I don't want to put them in the refrigerator while they're even a little warm because they'll sweat, and that will affect the quality when my customers go to put that in the oven. After I wrap them up, before I give them to the customer, I write the simple instructions on the outside of the package. So I'll write cheeseburger casserole, 400, bake for 25 to 35 minutes, and then we'll be finished. My customers can just pick that up from me, and they can pop it in the oven when they're ready to have a good meal that they didn't have to spend any time preparing, and they don't have to spend any time with cleanup either, because everything goes in the trash. So there wasn't a big demand for Tex-Mex chicken bowls this week. My people tend to like casseroles, but I do have 2 half orders. I'm going to put the slaw in baggies. Because this feeds 4 people, I allowed 1/2 cup per person. I have 2 cups of slaw in each baggie, and let me tell you something. This is amazing. I have this much left, and I plan to scrape the bowl and eat every bit of it. So I'm looking forward to that for lunch. I'm going to lay down the rice first. It'll be 2 cups of rice, 2 cups of seasoned chicken. We just cooked that chicken in a pot or in a skillet with a little bit of oil, and then I sprinkled some taco seasoning over the top of it because that's easy. 2 cups of rice, 2 cups of chicken, and then I'll lay the cilantro slaw in on top in the baggie after I put down a little foil barrier, just because I don't want all the slaw juices to permeate through everything in the entire bowl. I'll put the rice on one side and the chicken on the other, and that'll be good to go as well. That's what that looks like. I'll put down this little foil barrier. When this chicken and rice is completely cool in just a few minutes, I'll just add the slaw on top and then cover it with a piece of foil. There's no directions to this one, just mix and eat. If they want it cold, or they can heat their chicken and then add their slaw. I've got just a little bit of everything left. I don't really eat rice, so that's okay. so that I can have a delicious lunch. Well, that's what it is to cook dinner to go. This is our first episode, and I hope you'll join me again. Oh, I did forget to show you what it looks like when it's all said and done. So I'll do that right quick, and then we'll wrap it up. Once everything's cooled, I just write on there cheeseburger casserole, what to set your oven on, how many minutes to cook it, and whether it should be covered or uncovered. Always add a little enjoy at the bottom. It's important to note the serving size of your original recipe because you will have to adjust your time just a little bit. When I'm cooking or telling my customers to cook a small, it's usually 15 to 25 minutes. And then for the halves and the full sizes, I do 30 to 45 minutes unless the recipe indicates otherwise. That allows for it coming cold out of the refrigerator. It also allows a range of time in case people's ovens are different, which we all know they are. So, hope you enjoyed it. We'll see how it goes, and I hope this is something that I can do each week. Like, share, subscribe. Hope your day is as good as mine. Thanks a lot.